Right, 100%.
Going back to you,
Yeah.
How do you encounter Baguio, and how did you find out of this very small place here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's all Freddie's fault. Freddie put
Freddie,
out.
shout out.
Yeah, shout out to Freddie from FDG Stages. So Freddie did something different than other vloggers. There's a lot of his vlogs that he did back in the day that were in local language.
Yeah.
But he started to do some that were based on the history
Yes.
of the Cordilleras, of the people, the Igorot people, the Highlanders, that was in English. And then he would have subtitles in local language. And that made it to where when I was watching another video, his popped up and the title of it caught my eye. I don't know what it was exactly, but it was about the history.
Oh yeah.
And I was like, okay, clicked on that, watched the one video, then watched the next video, then watched the next, and then I tried looking, oh, okay, maybe it's like all the Philippines. So I started watching videos for all the Philippines. And then I realized,
It's different.
no, it's almost like this is a country and then the lowlands are a country.
Yeah.
It's very different. And there's not a lot of videos in English about the Cordilleras.
Exactly. Yeah.
And so, but there were enough to where I got to know, and then I told on a comment, I told Freddie, I was like, hey, so I'm gonna come see you.
Oh, yeah.
And he's like, oh, okay, sounds good. Yeah, let me know when you get here. He's not thinking that, and he told me, he's like, he's not.
He's not expecting you to do it.
No,
Yeah.
no. I mean, it's people. It's YouTube.
Yeah, it's YouTube,
People put on, I'm a.
People say thanks, right?
Yeah, they say whatever. So it's like, okay, and then because I just got so, I'm like, man, these people seem so close to me, and the values and what I grew up in, and tradition and just community.
Yeah.
It's like, if it's even half, like 50% of what he's showing, like 50%, all that, that was good for the camera, so I did that. But even if it was 50% true, I've got to at least see it. And then I got here, and it wasn't 50% true. It was more than 100% true.
Yeah.
And then from there, the more people I meet, the more it solidifies.
Freddie has
this is the right place.
Freddie has this talent of showing the rawness of the culture.
Yep.
And it's very good also in presenting it, that even people who didn't experience the culture would feel like the experience.
Yes.
I guess that's the appeal of his
Can connect.
vlogs. Yeah.
Exactly.
So
He's a teacher, so
He is,
and in America, not every teacher I had was that compelling, and so he would be an excellent teacher.
and I don't know if because he's good at that because he's a teacher, because I'm also a teacher and I cannot do that.
It's hard.
But I think it's talent. Yeah,
and people tell me, oh, you need to make vlogs too, and I'm trying, but I'm not good at it. I'm too.
Yeah, I'm not good at it.
Yeah, it's the same.
Yeah.
His just flows. And whether maybe that took him 15 hours to make it sound like that, like he just put in the work.
And he can do like 3 minutes of it. Like all the details are there.
Yep.
That's what I admire.
Not a lot of fluff and it caught me. It brought me in. It's compelling, and it's made it to where, and then I came to see him, and I showed up, and he's like, "You're actually here."
What year was that, by the way?
Last year. So it was 23 to 24.
So that was when he was posting that they're gonna prepare to meet this guy, and that I was.
I think he said Daryl Worley.
Is it Daryl Worley?
He threw out a bunch. It's our joke.
The first one I saw is a Garth
You saw the video.
Yeah.
You saw the video at Cowboy Town, so that's where that came from. Yeah, he said Daryl Worley at that. He said Garth Brooks at that.
Yeah.
And then and then there's another country singer that I remembered when we started. Now I forgot what his name is that I look like. Yeah.
You're listening to El Maestro Speaks podcast.